What's up, everybody? Today we're gonna react to some Llama arts. When I was a kid, this stuff right here used to scare the crap out of me, bro. This stuff right here is the most terrifying things I have ever seen. For some reason, I kept watching them because, man, feeling scared, watching scary videos. Sometimes, yeah, it sucks. Sometimes you gotta turn on the light if the light is turned off, and sometimes you gotta like get under the sheets or whatever. But man, you just like you kind of like the feeling of getting scared. I don't know why. But it's like a little adrenaline hit, a little dopamine hit of like, ooh, scary or whatever. It's like you kind of like it. I don't know. A lot of people, it might be an obsession, might be an addiction, it might be something wrong with me. Not just me, but it might be something wrong with all of us. Because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who likes getting scared. I like it sometimes, but I prefer not to get scared though. But it is like I don't know. It's like something. And Llama Arts was like a big channel I used to watch all the way back in like, 4 years ago, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 years ago. Because I remember a lot of these original stories, or like even the one from like 8 years ago. It's crazy to me now that like these videos are this old now. You know, it's insane. But I used to also watch like reaction videos to these. And the reaction videos to me were always entertaining because I felt like I'm watching it with somebody. It's not just me. I'm watching it with somebody else, and we're both getting scared at the same time. But today I decided to, what? Let's look at what Llama Arts has been doing. And he hasn't uploaded, he or she haven't uploaded in a year, but let's look at a scary story. Let's see, which one do I want to watch? Let's see. I don't know, let's just click on the most recent one. Let's just see what this is. Titled Hello. Okay. Oh, okay, the animation looks really good. It looks a lot better, actually. Whoa, the animation is actually really good, I won't lie. Oh, oh, I'm an idiot. It's just, oh, that was her. Oh, that was her. Oh, this wasn't a story. It was just her, like, getting ready to like, animate. That was her. Wow. Okay. Okay, that wasn't a story. So let's go to a different one. I found this one too. Disturbing horror stories from 7 years ago. Let's see.
Over the weekend, about 15 coworkers and myself had our company trip to the
Over the weekend. Oh, is that the voice? Oh, who does the voice for these? I remember some of the animations. Oh, it was Corpse. There you go. I know some of them also have Mr. Nightmare as the narrator, which I always thought it was pretty cool.
Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, known for being Stephen King's inspiration for The Shining.
Oh,
We took
okay.
an 8 p.m. ghost tour where we joined about 15 other people to get guided around the property and told stories about its history and creepy things that are said to have happened. We were told to take a lot of pictures, I'm sure to try and capture orbs or ghosts. Many
Right.
orbs were
Ghosts aren't
pictures,
real, but
but
okay.
I don't think anything is as creepy as this photo taken by my coworker. A little girl in a hot pink dress who was definitely not on our tour. And apparently, years ago, a young girl who was 12 to 13 by the name of Lucy was squatting in the basement of the concert hall, which is where this photo was taken. And she was discovered upon plans to begin some construction. She was forced to leave, and the
Damn.
night got below freezing, so she froze to death.
Damn.
Everyone on my tour has vouched that this girl was
Obviously,
not on
this
our
is probably
tour.
fake. I
I
won't
mean,
lie.
who wouldn't remember someone wearing hot pink? The man pictured is our tour guide. No one would have been in front of him. I am convinced that this is the ghost of Lucy. Just one more added note, though
Okay.
I doubt anyone would believe me. But there was only one time throughout the tour where I felt any strange energy or feeling, and it was right there, headed down to the basement of the concert hall.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay, that wasn't that scary. It was kind of like creepy. Don't get me wrong, but like it wasn't like that scary. But that was really creepy. That was creepy.
This happened a few weeks ago when I was walking home from school, excited that my freshman year was coming to an end.
Oh,
It was a
freshman year
Tuesday
of high
night when I was
school.
turning in my last essay for history.
Feels like
I
it
left
was
it at the
yesterday.
last minute, and the teacher actually made me complete it before I could go home. I hated my teacher for that. Around 8 p.m., I had finished that goddamn essay and was walking home. The rain had stopped, and there was a beautiful sunset. Suddenly, I noticed something. There was a red 2016 Toyota Camry right behind me.
How do you
I
know
got
cars like
goosebumps
that?
thinking it was following me.
Like
I didn't look back.
if I would be terrible, like I said, like a kidnapping victim, because I would probably get kidnapped easily, bro. I don't know any cars, bro. Like I don't know. I wouldn't know. Like if I just saw a red car, bro, I'm not gonna be able to tell you the model. Like I could tell you, oh, that's probably a Honda, that's probably a Toyota, because I couldn't even tell you that because of the color or the logo. But like the specific model, I don't know, bro. It was a Honda. It was a Toyota. It was red. That's all I
Started
know.
walking in my apartment's direction. I wanted to go to a busy road to feel safer. Just then, the car sped up, stopping right next to me. A middle-aged man asked me where I was headed and suggested to drop me off. I said no,
I'm heading home. There's just of no interest for you, so thank you and goodbye.
thanks, but the man wouldn't leave and insisted. I wanted to tell the man to just fuck off, but I took off running instead. I heard a loud noise, and at the
That's
same
a bad idea. Okay, maybe it is a good idea, but at the same time,
time felt something.
the dude's in a car. He can just run and boom. But I would run once I see the opportunity. Because if you automatically run, it's just like the dude already knows you're running. He's probably gonna check out you. But if you give it like you gotta find some sort of distraction or something, and then you run. When the dude's not kind of distracted, maybe he took a couple of he maybe drove a little bit over there, and then you run quickly. But when he's like right there, maybe not the best idea.
Thing I can only describe as a sharp vibration hitting my flesh.
Whoa,
I
snap!
fell
What?
to the ground not knowing what happened. Out of adrenaline, I was about to get up and run again as I felt a heavy arm grab me by the mouth.
Oh,
Then the pain
what?
set in. I realized that I was shot.
You
There
shot?
was another man next to him that searched my pockets. He grabbed my phone and threw it on the ground as he tied my legs and taped my mouth. They quickly
How does
put me
this
into the
happen
front
in
of their car
public,
and
bro?
then started driving. I could feel that we were going very fast, and I'm sure that we hadn't stopped at all for a good 30 minutes. I was feeling my blood soaking into my shirt, which scared me the most.
Oh.
I was certain that I was going to die. I was thinking
That
about my
sucks.
parents and what they would feel when they heard that I was missing. Then the car came to a stop. By some miracle, I heard a police officer asking
Imagine
for
it's just a
IDs and
prank
driver's
call.
licenses. I wanted to yell for help, but nothing came out. Just then, I heard 3 to 4 gunshots. I heard another
Ew.
cop yelling.
Man down! Man down! Shots fired!
I was begging the cop to find me. Then I heard the cop searching the car. I was feeling joy as my pain was growing worse. Seconds felt like hours. The officer then opened the car's trunk and suddenly started firing at me out of a fight with
Damn,
response.
okay.
Thankfully, the bullets missed. The officer quickly caught up to the fact that I was kidnapped and injured. He called for backup immediately, and it arrived in minutes. They placed the injured officer onto a gurney and drove off in an ambulance. Finally, when the scene was safe, they called another ambulance for me. I woke up in the hospital. The news media was everywhere. I was fine after a few days, but later learned that the officer that was shot didn't make it.
Yeah.
I don't know if those men are still alive, or rotting away in a prison for killing an officer. I don't want to know what would have happened if those officers hadn't stopped the car.
You would have been, you would have died, bro. Like, you would have died. Okay, that one, I would say that one's like a bit more scary because that one's like a little bit realistic. You know, we're not dealing with ghosts. We're dealing with just two messed up people that can be anywhere out there in the world trying to look for you, trying to look at you, you know? Like, yeah, that one was scary. The dude got shot too, which that sucks. So that one's pretty cool. Okay,
Yeah, dude.
do you know the way?
I know though.
Alright, let's look at the most popular one. Oh, the pizza delivery. I know this one. Two Snapchat stories animated. Let's go with Snapchat. Let's go with this one. Well, this is the one by the gym. I think it's the one by the dude at the gym. I think.
Local gym in where you
Yeah, it's the dude by the freaking guy. Okay, yeah, I know that one. Scary field trip stories, lockdown, sleepover, hide and seek, hiking, night shift. I don't remember this one. Snapchat. Let's go with this one, the future one.
Back in high school, I took a mysteries and mythology type class, or something like that. I don't remember the name of the class. It basically just had to do with real life mysteries and creepy shit. I was into that kind of stuff. I was taking a class with a good friend, who I'll call Ben for this story. The teacher of the class took us on a field trip to a nearby abandoned village with an unknown past. The village was built in the early 1900s, but seems as though it had been quickly abandoned shortly after it was built.
Right.
The bus ride there was about 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I
All of us
think I
got into
remember
the
this
bus
one.
windows as we pulled
I
up
think it's like he finds like 3 homeless dudes living there. I
a
think.
sketchy-looking, decrepit road cutting through dense forest. The road eventually led to a clearing. We were there.
So
We stepped out onto the
future,
road, which
bro.
had grass growing through the cracks. The grass around it was almost knee-high. Then there were the buildings. The tall, archaic brick buildings with the boarded-up windows all gave off such chilling vibes. The teacher lined all 20 of us up, counted heads, and then began leading the way. The point of this little field trip was to use the so-called skills we learned in class to see if we could put anything together about why the village may have been abandoned so long ago. Some of the buildings had holes in the walls that served as entryways. There were even holes in the ground next to some of the buildings, seemingly dug to get into the basements of some of the buildings, which seemed creepy. There was one building, though. It stood taller than any of the others. It just intrigued me the most.
What type of teacher generally takes
While
like
the teacher was
a
leading
class
the group
like
towards the village
abandoned
church,
places?
Ben and I decided to sneak off on
That's
our own to
like-
look for anything interesting.
Not that
When we walked off in the
cool.
direction of the tallest building, we saw a hole in the ground. It was dug by the back door of the
Hey,
building,
but whatever.
which
I
had been
guess.
sealed off.
Part of the class.
In the
I
hole
guess,
was a
huh?
ladder, which led down to the concrete floor below. We both looked at each other and knew we had to do it.
Why?
I climbed down first, then me.
What? No,
Luckily, this was
nobody
just around the
did
time Apple started putting flashlights on their phones, so we had a source of light. It was creepy down there. There were a couple of beer bottles, one graffiti tag on the wall, and dusty wooden planks everywhere. There was a wooden stairway which led up to complete darkness, since all windows and doors had been sealed shut from above. We had already gone as far as to enter the building, so we figured we'd go up the stairs too.
Nah, bro.
I went
You were
first,
turning back.
and
What
with
else
each
are you
step,
supposed
the
to do?
creakiness of the 100-year-old wood made me feel as if I was going to fall through each and every step. Ben followed suit.
Yeah, then
This floor of the building
yeah,
was
it's
very
definitely
tight.
the one with 3 homeless
It seemed like
guys.
there were many openings going off into different, smaller rooms. It was so dark in there, you would never even guess it was daytime.
Well, who would do this?
Ben
I
and
don't know.
honestly started
Who
to
would
freak
generally
out
go
there
down
and
there,
agreed to go
bro?
back outside. But just then,
Well,
there was a noise, and one of
I would never be in this situation, bro. I wouldn't go down there in the first place. Like, you ever seen those like horror movies? So they literally make the dumbest decisions ever. Like, oh, I heard a noise outside. I should probably go check it out. No, probably shouldn't check it out. Just stay at your home, bro. Just stay, lock up the doors, and stay there
tiny
safe, bro.
rooms, like a big rock hitting the concrete floor. A normal instinct would be to run, but Ben and I froze, locked eyes for a moment, then both tiptoed over to the opening of the room. We shined the lights into the room
That's still.
and ran. We ran back downstairs
wait,
and then up the
ran
rusty
where?
ladder back outside.
Oh, okay, okay.
We caught up to the
Makes
group out of breath. We
sense. I
didn't
thought
say
they
anything
ran
to
like straight into the freaking thing. Like, why would you go inside? No, just run over there, bro. Yeah, go back where you came from.
avoid getting in trouble. One of our classmates asked us what was wrong. We told him we snuck into one of the buildings, and in one of the rooms, when we shined the light into it, we saw 3 guys standing maybe 10 feet away from the doorway, facing Ben and I in a weird formation, as if they were waiting for us.
But realistically, bro, they're just probably homeless.
As we
people.
continued following the group, we paid extra attention to the tall
Like-
building we entered from the distance.
They're probably
Before
just
leaving,
homeless people.
we saw a
isn't
person's
it?
face at one of the higher level windows that had not been boarded
What's
up.
up?
We never told the teacher in fear of getting in trouble. We didn't know what to think.
Why
There was
would
just homeless
you
people
get in
living there. Were they gang members in hiding? Ben freaks me out with his theory. He says they were ghosts of the people who once lived in the
Why
town.
would they be ghosts?
So,
What?
the way the 3 guys
What?
were just
How do
randomly
you
standing there, so
go like
calmly, staring at us the moment we peeked our heads through that doorway. I still can't get that image out of my head. I may go back to that village one day. just
What?
to prove
Why?
that we are wrong.
I'm going full screen. Boys wish me luck. Yeah, I'm not going full screen no more. Jump scary. Scary, bro. I know it's a jump scare, darn it. Okay, no, that wasn't a jump scare. Okay, that was cool. Yeah, no, I used to love these as a kid, bro. These were pretty cool. Like, generally, and pretty scary, too. So, yeah. But how do you go from ghosts? Like, realistically, bro, they're probably war gang members, you know, hiding, whatever. But realistically, they're probably just homeless dudes. Like, it's probably just homeless dudes, probably haven't eaten in a bit. You know, their face is probably a bit, you know, skinny and all that. So, maybe that's probably will actually happen. But yeah, this was cool. I might do some more of these, but right now that's all I'm gonna do. So thank you guys for watching, and God bless.